We've been shouting about this and we've been calling for attention, and I don't know what it was exactly that got the president to this point. Perhaps the events in Jos, the fact that people were killed, the way that they were, some travelers, and we of course we saw the reaction that got all across the country. Maybe that was it. Maybe that it's the reoccurring kidnappings that continue in the northwest, or the activities of bandits and Boko Haram, whatever it is. But for me, that statement is an acknowledgement that there is a problem, and the president is committed to tackling that problem before the end of his tenure. Whether that will be seen, we'll have to wait. But I think I like that he even said that if it means rejigging his security architecture again, he would not hesitate to do it, as long as he gets the kind of results that he wants to see. I think that's the kind of resolve we'd like to see. We want to see a president that's actually involved in the feelings, that knows or is willing to do what it takes, whether it's firing people or getting somebody else to do the job. I like this version of the president, and I wish I would see it more often. Plus, I hope that this threat or this warning, whatever it is taken seriously by those who run the security of this country, and that hopefully, not just because the president wants to do this before the end of his tenure, but for the peace of mind of Nigerians, we get to see some better outcomes to the security problems that we're currently having.
It's always, thank you, it's always good to put things in perspective, and I love the way you wrapped it around insecurity. Mainly, that statement should not be taken out of context. It's geared towards really insecurity. So first thing for me is that the president acknowledged that as this moving right now, he didn't agree that it's a success, even though some little chiefs have said they've achieved some successes, as it were. So, for someone to be able to succeed, he must acknowledge the reality of his status quo, as it were. So the president had acknowledged the fact that there's a problem that he needs to deal with. He's aware. Unlike before, when they used to say the president didn't know, he's not aware.
Yes.
So for me, this speaks to me that he's aware of the situation and that something needs to be done about it. But for those who are thinking that the president might want to stay beyond this time or his statutory time, I think it's a joke taken too far.
Some Nigerians just have an overactive imagination, because I heard that statement and there was no part of me that thought about an elongation of tenure or anything like that. But maybe some people don't like to be caught off guard, so they're thinking about it just in case it's what it is. But I think the president's comments really are timely, and so some would even say that we've gotten some gains in the fight against insecurity recently, especially with the surrendering of some Boko Haram members in the north, in their numbers, and the de-radicalization program of the federal government. That's another argument entirely. But I like that the president is saying this, and I hope that the words get the action they deserve.
Good. That's where I was going. The UK Parliament yesterday said that Afghanistan, the Taliban government in Afghanistan will not be judged by their words, but by their actions.
Yeah.
So Buhari will not be judged by his words, by his concerns, or by his intentions, or by his feelings, but by the actions that we see.
But you see, you know why I think this is a deviation? Remember when the old service chiefs were there and Nigerians were complaining about insecurity, and the president didn't bother? He was okay with it. But now we're seeing there's a ginger. That's why I don't know what's causing that ginger. But I see a shift from that president that didn't care what Nigerians had to say about insecurity and just kept those service chiefs there for as long as he thought was necessary, until he eventually pull them. And this president now, that on his own is saying, you know what, we have to tackle this. I'm not going to leave this office with insecurity as bad as it is now. I think there's a difference, and that's a good thing.
Let's talk
absolutely.
We want action.
Yes, and for some people, a lot of people have been, are cynics. So no matter what is said for them, it's about what is done.
Yeah.
So I think until we get to the point where something is done,
True.
Which is, I mean, talking about the Boko Haram, the Pan-Northern Social Political Organization, RL Consultative Forum, has kicked against the reintegration of repentant Boko Haram insurgents into the society. I think yesterday that was something you've actually even talked about in detail on Beyond the Surface. The national chairman of the group, Chief Audu Ogbe, said the repentant Boko Haram members should be prosecuted for the crimes committed against Nigerians. Ogbe, a former Minister of Agriculture, said this in a statement he personally signed and released by the National Publicity Secretary of the ACF, Emmanuel Yahweh, in Kaduna on Tuesday. The statement was entitled On Repentant Boko Haram Terrorists and the Principle of Equity and Justice. It read, "We are currently witnessing large-scale surrender of large numbers of Boko Haram insurgents, among whom are bomb makers, commanders, arsonists, rapists, and child snatchers. Do we have good reason to cheer and hope for an end to this decade-old insanity? I am sorry enough to bring relief to Nigerians and the thousands of the dead and the maimed. What of those victims bombed in the churches, mosques, schools, and markets? What of all the men and women in uniform murdered by them? Who can count the thousands of widows and orphans they have created?" So this is obviously talking about the
de-radicalization program and reintegration. I think it's okay to balance it out by also saying that just yesterday, the Muslim rights concern, MURIC, itself appealed to the federal government and the Nigerian army to treat Boko Haram insurgents who surrendered as brothers. So while on one hand, you're having people who are saying don't pamper them, persecute them, make them pay. Right. You're having other groups who are saying, treat them as brothers. Let me read what he said. The group, in a statement released by its director, Professor Ishaq Akinola, on Thursday, also said that these Boko Haram insurgents and ISWAP fighters who are surrendering should be resettled and trained in vocations that can enable them to cater for themselves and their families in the future.
Well, thank you for giving us both sides. But I mean, they have their opinions.
Yes.
I wonder whether Ishaq Akinola has another job. Than responding to
he's a group, so I guess it's part of their terms and conditions.
What else they do, beyond these responses every time. But here is the thing: it's what they call justice. Yes, it's what they call justice, and justice is very key to peace. I don't know how those who suffered irreparable loss from the hands of these repentant Boko Haram, warriors, will look at them or see them. I don't know. I don't know how they will ever get closure for it. So for me, I believe government should look into giving justice where justice is due. Anyone who has taken up arms against Nigeria is an enemy of the state. No matter how much they have repented, they should serve a term. If you do the crime, you must be ready to do the time. Yes. So for me, I do not think, even if they are de-radicalized, they should be de-radicalized in a confined situation.
I mean, I think it's insensitive to people who have been affected by some of the atrocious, acts. Imagine somebody who's been widowed or somebody who's been orphaned by, and then reading in the news that these people are trying to reintegrate these people.
Oh, please look at the Chibok girls who were coming back with children. Children coming back with children. Those are what I call irreparable loss. Of lives, of chances, opportunities. And so you do not tell me that a member of that group is now in the community as a counselor or something, or just living his life. I may be emotional. Maybe I'm not
it's
rational.
Hard not to be.
I may be emotional, but the truth is, I believe justice should be served rather than just let them be.
I agree with you. I think justice is important. It's justice is what lays the foundation for everything. If one person does something and gets away with it, and another person does that same thing, and there's not going to be. But at the risk of sounding like the devil's advocate,
which you are in this instance.
I'm going to say that the war against insurgency, especially as we're having it in Nigeria, is a peculiar kind of war. We're not fighting an external country. It's something that's being fought within Nigerians' by Nigerians. So these people are Nigerians. These terrorists run in their thousands. Do we have the capacity to actually prosecute and jail? If they intend to prosecute and jail all these people, do we have the capacity to do that? I know that direct radicalization is not a program that a lot of people smile at, but it's a process that's acceptable across different regions of the world. And the truth of the matter is, this kind of war, as we've seen in Afghanistan, may not be won by, fighter jets and Tucanos. And at a point, you would have to negotiate and look for an alternative.
That was why I said the radicalization should be done in a confined space. Those people should be kept somewhere.
Please, be somewhere.
No,
do we have that somewhere?
Government should look for where to keep them. I mean, if you're not going to exterminate them, if you're not going to exterminate them in a process of war, then when you take them, keep them somewhere. Don't you reintegrate them into society that quickly. I mean, they should spend like 5-10 years somewhere.
My own argument would even be that attention should be on the IDPs and people that have suffered from the actions of these people. Take care of those ones first.
So are we treating the IDP people like we're treating this repentant?
No. Exactly. It's obvious that the repentant Boko Haram get more priority than the IDPs.
They get new clothes, they stay in a very beautiful place, and then you see them on
even
television,
allowances.
and then you wish to become a terrorist.
Absolutely. I mean, we can't figure everything out for the government. That's why you're being elected, to figure certain things out. And I know it's not easy, because I was talking about this morning how secessionists often think, let's all split up and let's start our own region, because they feel it's easy to run a country and etc. And we know it's not easy, but at the end of the day, like I said, we can't figure it out for people. But it just doesn't make sense that the victims are the ones that are being neglected, while the predators are the one that are being given attention. It really just doesn't make sense in any sane climes. And I think that for me is the bottom line. They have to figure it out. All right, we're going to take a short commercial break. We're looking at the stories that made headlines this week. So feel free to text us if there's a story that resonates with you. Share with us. We'll be looking at that and, of course, a few more when we come back from this break. Don't go away.
Splash FM 105.5.
Uncle Dentist, wetin be cavities and how Colgate take dey protect my teeth from cavities? Shey dey use comfort?
No dear, na hole for teeth dey cause most tooth pain wey be cavity. But if you use Colgate Maximum Cavity Protection take brush every day, the confirmed formula go help keep natural calcium inside our teeth wey go protect them from tooth decay.
Time don reach to upgrade to the world's most chosen toothpaste, Colgate, because Colgate locks calcium in.
Now, the Nigerian Dental Association, they recommend Colgate.
Bode, now what do you find for kitchen?
My dear, na spoon to drink off medicine.
Honey, take comics. Just here, drink and get relief.
Yes, so summer comics for scratch throat. Comics get dextromethorphan and guanfacine. Just here, drink and get relief from cough. Idekulele to drink.
Are they relief now? I love comics.
Now, Orange Drugs Limited, they distribute comics. Products will make you drowsy. If symptoms never stop after 3 days, make you waka go see your doctor. Comics, Idekulele.
A school with a difference. Lead British International School, located in the tranquil area of Jericho, Ibadan, and the serene area of Grandpa, Abuja, was founded over 14 years ago.
Our mission is to equip future leaders by providing world-class educational and social experiences in a conducive learning environment with our core values of discipline, truthfulness, self-reliance, and creativity.
Our excellent school offers the best of the English and Nigerian curriculums. Lead British International School caters to the needs of children from 3 months old to 17 years. We have state-of-the-art boarding and day facilities. Entrance exams into all classes is ongoing every Thursday at the school premises located at Plot 5, 7 and 8, Akinola Magistrate, Jericho, Ibadan.
Application forms are on sale at 10,000 Naira. For further inquiries, contact 0808 187 5598 or 0803 384-2368.
Lead British International School, equipping future leaders.
Now, wow, you no just fit to stop dey rub your pikin jololo body, my dear. You know say
my pikin skin, you remember say nappy and heat rashes been full in body before, but since I discover baby Tribotan, hey, my pikin skin just dey oyoyo like velvet. Nappy or heat rash don vamos. Abeg tell me more about this baby Tribotan. Baby Tribotan na the skin medicine for all yama nappy and heat rash dem wey dey fire children body. Make you use baby Tribotan today and you go discover how your pikin body go jololo like velvet.
Baby Tribotan get clotrimazole and Istamol. Make you dey always read the product leaflet wey dey inside the pack. Na Fitson Healthcare PLC dey make am.
There are two kinds of people when it comes to bargaining.
500? You no gree 450.
And?
Madam, make I take am for 270.
Save yourself the hassle. The bargaining has already been done for you with Jumia's Niger Shopping Festival.
Starting from July 12 to August 31, shop up to 60% off on food items, toys, clothes, games, traveling packs, and smart gadgets.
Pay with cash or POS on delivery. Download the Jumia app now and enjoy deals every day on Jumia.
Your everyday delivered.
Anytime you feel cold and cut out, take Procold. Procold na better melody. Take Procold for effective relief from cold and cut out. Everywhere you go, take Procold.
Make no wakamis road. Procold get paracetamol and phenylephrine for effective relief from cold and catarrh within 20 minutes. Now, Orange Drugs Limited distributor. If symptoms never stop after 3 days, make you waka go see your doctor. Procold na better medicine.
Take Procold. Take Procold. Procold. Take Procold.
Used to tell me after dinner time story how they used to chop life at the one bed parties. Chicken curry sauce, my mom is the boss. You can never have enough of party to love. But these days, all we see is just concoction. Like we got smacked in the head and got concussion. No more daily treats, no more Sunday best. Is this what you eat? My God, why settle for less? It's night time, everybody gotta live it up. Maggie chickens in the kitchen, everybody season up. Mouth water and lips smacking, finger licking. Didn't I tell you every meal tastes like chicken? Spice up every meal, don't let them taste the same. Cause Maggie chicken is making chicken great again. Just know one thing, just know I really, really love it when you cook with Maggie chicken. Maggie chicken now comes in powder.
With Maggie, cook the difference.
Bode, now what do you find for kitchen?
My dear, now spoon to drink off medicine.
Honey, take comics. Just here, drink and get relief.
Yes, so summer comics for scratch throat. Comics get dextromethorphan and guanfacine. Just here, drink and get relief from cough. Ide kulele to drink.
Are they relief now? I love comics.
Now, Orange Drugs Limited, they distribute comics. Products will make you drowsy. If symptoms never stop after 3 days, make you waka go see your doctor. Comics, Ide kulele.
Babe, that girl must be using something.
Hey, Berry, what kind of something?
You to see how she's always smiling, displaying her 32.
You're cuckoo right. I know her secrets. I know what she's using. She uses it twice a day.
Tell me her secrets.
I'll give you a hint. ABZ.
ABZ?
Yes, ABZ is the secret. Close-Up contains antibacterial zinc, ABZ, which gives you 3 times more freshness and 3 times more protection. Better than your regular toothpaste. Now you know the ABZ secret.
The new Close-Up is her secret. Everybody must hear.
You can't keep a secret.
New Close-Up with antibacterial zinc. Triple the freshness, triple the protection.
Ìrora ò lẹ́nu níbi tí Ibucap capsule wà. Ibucap capsule ní gbáǹkọ́gbì lọ́pọ̀ mẹ́ta agbára nínú ọ̀kan láti gbá ìrora àti ìgbóná wọlẹ̀ ní wàrà ṣíṣà. Ibucap ní paracetamol, caffeine àti ibuprofen nínú. Ibucap tó ní agbára ìdọ́pọ̀ ìrora lọ. Lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ mẹ́ta tára rẹ̀ ò bá yá, lọ rí dókítà rẹ̀ o. Shalina Healthcare Limited ló ń ṣalágbàtà ẹ̀.
The game is on. It's a game of fame, love, and betrayal. To remain in the game, watch your back and never lose your guard. Because when you do, You're out! The biggest reality show in Africa, Big Brother Naija Season 6 is back. Don't miss the intense drama this season. Showing 24/7 on DSTV Channel 198 with live eviction show on Sundays at 7 p.m. on Africa Magic. Headline sponsor Abeg. Associate sponsor Patricia. BB Naija is rated 18.
There are moments in life when you're just so scared and you feel like just giving up. Oh, but Dino Milk is saying, we know that you can do it. Believe in yourself and then go for it. Go for it. Nourishment, oh, that is your Dino Milk. Oh, yes, Dino Milk. Don't let anything hold you back. Oh, Dino is cheering you thanks to your Dino Milk. Go for it. Drink up your Dino Milk. Just add up your Dino Milk. Go for it with Dino Milk. Dino Milk.
Bode, now what do you dey find for kitchen?
My dear, na spoon to drink off medicine.
Honey, take comics. Just here, drink and get relief.
Yes, so summer comics for scratch throat. Comics get dextromethorphan and guanfacine. Just here, drink and get relief from cough. Ide kulele to drink.
Are they relieved now? I love comics.
Now, Orange Drugs Limited, they distribute comics. Products will make you drowsy. If symptoms never stop after 3 days, make you waka go see your doctor. Comics, Ide kulele.
Many people just wonder how my toilet does to stay clean, how my toilet know they get germs. Number secret to my healthy family living. How I act to clean so toilet clean. They make it just no say clean so use 99.9.
Prince All Toilet Cleaner. Small change, big difference for a healthy family.
Splash FM 105.5.
Morning Splash.
Morning Splash.
Morning Splash.
Welcome back. It is still the Breakfast Gang Show on Splash 105.5 FM with your favorite breakfast host on the radio. And of course, we're going to open phone lines in a bit, but of course, not before we bring up what also happened this week. Two things happened this week for me, which was, number one, the Taliban takeover in Afghanistan. It was very heartbreaking to see all that was happening. But real quickly, are there lessons we can learn from? Because the Taliban used to be something just like how we're treating.
I don't know. Did you say used to be?
I don't know the difference between the Taliban and the terrorists.
Well, now that they are being recognized, then...
Yeah. Well, lessons, you talked about lessons. I saw a video. I cannot, determine the veracity of that video, but I saw it was in Afghanistan, actually, and then I saw a public execution of a woman.
I saw the video too.
Was
I was wondering if it was recent or from the olden days.
Some time ago, but at least... That's a kind of thing that you get to see. And the kind of news that we've been hearing from Afghanistan now, women cannot come out except they are, followed by a man or something. And, I'm imagining, and I've been unable to do that, what life will be like for women under that regime, what life will be like for people who share other religions, within that space, how, human rights, how it will be like in that space. So, but the horrendous thing for me was the video I saw about, I think about the day they took over that place where an aircraft.
Yes, about 600 of them were trying to get onto.
Yes, and
did you see the one where they were falling off?
No, some people, falling off. The one that I saw, that was the one that got me. The
plane was mid-air, and then you could see people falling off like particles.
Thank you, like particles from that aircraft. I mean, the thought in my head was, so these people were hoping that they could take a chance of holding on to the flap of an aircraft
all the way to America,
all the way to the US, rather than stay in that country. So if anybody are taking that kind of decision, I don't think it's from ignorance. It's just taking a chance on life to say, hopefully maybe I can just escape through this means. So I am begging anyone who feels that Nigeria should go to war so that we can settle all this matter to please, let's not go to war.
I mean, for me, the striking points were first how America pulled out, and it was as if the Afghans were left on their own to fight their battles.
It's called Pontius Pilate.
And then the president, Ashraf Ghani, fleeing with his family after telling people our army is going to fight, we're going to, and then he disappeared with his family.
What do you think he would have done? You should have stayed there and be fighting there.
No, for me, I knew he wasn't going to say, but
what's going to happen?
It just brings it into perspective. Yes, like when there is trouble, when it begins to happen, these people will go. They will have free entry into a lot of places, and you and I are the ones that would be left behind to face whatever, God forbid, is going on. So I think there are serious lessons to be learned there. First off, it is our responsibility to fix our country. Yes, we can ask for help, but the bottom line is fixing our country is left to us.
Yes.
And these political leaders, they're not for us. So
I said something about
for themselves.
One elder was saying war, and I said, look, I don't know whether it's spiritual war, whatever kind of war it is, but I don't want to even hear war.
Absolutely,
because these people have valid passports. They have valid visas.
They have jets running, waiting for.
I flew in yesterday and I saw jets.
Jets in their hangar, just waiting for them to hear, hey.
Cars.
Yes.
When we were taxiing, I was looking at those private jets. I said, so you have this plenty private jets in just one airstrip.
So don't let them push us, into war. People who have experienced war know that war is never is the people that will suffer.
Be in this studio if there is war.
Absolutely. Yes.
All right.
So okay, I know. Well, we don't have too much time. We're going to open phone lines in a bit, but we all know that this week as well, what happened with the signing of the petroleum industry bill. The presidency on Tuesday defended the signing into law of the PIB by the president, saying he was being responsive to the yearning of the majority of Nigerians. The senior special assistant to the president on media and publicity stated this is an interview and told critics of the new law that it was still open to amendment. But the South-South Governors Forum blamed lawmakers from the region for the 3% allocated to oil-producing communities. Recall that stakeholders had kicked against the 3% approved in the new petroleum law by the National Assembly for the oil-bearing communities. All right, we don't have too much time. Let's open phone lines real quickly and hear what our people have to say. If there's any story this week, okay, let's take this. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Hello, everyone here.
Good morning.
All right, it's welcome.
Good to have you here. Go ahead.
Yes, I'm so glad to join you guys. I want to talk about the Afghan issue. Some of us here in Nigeria believe it can happen because they say the Afghan people accepted it their region. They accepted probably Kunai so that the Afghan Taliban would take over. But here we have the South and North. But for me, anything is possible. Because I got to know that the supposed current leader of Afghan, the Afghan Taliban now, is someone that was fathered by Barack. I don't know how true that is. And if we are applying this impact here, it's dangerous. It's very dangerous. It's not disseminate terrorists immediately. They will penetrate into the system. It's possible. So for us to avoid the chaos that the right thing is done, today he was asked questions about the repentant church. He didn't say anything. Our president should talk. What do you want to do with them? Nigerians want to hear. You are the chief security officer of the country. And you want to disseminate them or to get lost. We are kept at sea. Don't know.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Secondly, please.
We want to make time for other people to respond as well. So thank you, Eze. We really appreciate it. But let's allow other people to respond. All right, let's call in real quickly to the number 0809 155 1055. Tell us if there's story, all right, this week that you'd like to react to. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Charles.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right, go ahead.
I want to speak on Afghanistan. You must understand Afghanistan is a majorly Muslim country. So, the Taliban are Islamic. You cannot compare that with Nigeria, that is a multi-religious country. And you see, most of those hangers, most of those Afghanistan hanging on the plane, falling on the streets. It's not that they don't like their country, but they are trying to go to a country that has better opportunities, that have better that you can think. So you can never compare that to Boko Haram, that their ideology is stupid and idiotic. Now, on the government trying to free those people, those Boko Haram people, I think it's quite unfortunate. If the government wants to free the Boko Haram people, I think we need to free all the criminals in our prisons. If they say they are repentant, I think that is coming.
Thank you.
Now, lastly, please, I want to speak on Orange. Nigeria stop allowing poverty to declare their sense of weakness. They did this thing during the time. They didn't do it Alametia. They should allow EFCC to do their job on anyone that has been elected to be corrupt. So that we can have a better country.
All right. Thank you very much, Charles, from Ibadan. Thank you very much. All right. Let's take one more real quickly. Can we take one more? All right. I think we've got a text here as well. All right. Hello. Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. Oluwaseun. Good morning. Yeah. Shegun. I'm calling you from Ibadan.
Oh, good morning. Good morning, Shegun. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'll make it very quickly. The reintegration of Boko Haram, those who surrendered back into the communities, I have a huge problem against it. I think they should be prosecuted. Whether there is somewhere to keep them or not is for the government to figure out. Because I don't think they are coming back. They are surrendering because of conviction. They are surrendering because of the situation. They are going to be caught, or they are going to be killed, or hunger is going to kill them. So they are coming after killing people. And for those who are saying they should integrate them, make them brothers, I hope that one day, because I know one day the problem in the East too will get a point where ESN will have to surrender. That we will also say then that they should integrate them. We will not cry foul then, because of the precedence of amnesty and what is causing now. Secondly, for Afghanistan, I am just wondering, it has proven that religion is not it at all to determine the fate of the state because of extremities. Because I am wondering, if Afghanistan is an Islamic republic, why are the people living? They are going to be judged by that same law of the religion that they are claiming. So why are they running? Why are they uncomfortable in their places and they are comfortable in the Western world? Why? So we should not give religion any colorations for authority in the state. Let's just do what we are supposed to do as humans.
Thank you so much, Shegun. Thank you. We appreciate that.
He put it for me very well.
The Taliban have a very conservative interpretation of the Quran and what Sharia is.
It's religion.
So, yes, but it's interpretation, and theirs is very restrictive, which is why
they call it the purists. They call it the purists, the Puritans. And so, look, it's religion. They should not give religion any flip in administration of human beings. Let religion be private affairs.
Okay, personal. So, all right, this text says that God bless Nigeria. We need to pray more for our leaders. I think it's basic that they can't do it by themselves. And this next text here says the Ijaw youth should channel their anger to their representatives rather than to PMB or Silva. This is Eze. All right, that's it. And just the last text here. Okay, let me just take this last text real quick. I apologize. I don't think we can take any more text calls. This one says, believe it, the president can't achieve any other thing after over 6 years in office. We have seen enough.
I've seen it all. That's what it means.
We've seen it all.
I agree with that.
We've seen his best. We haven't seen his best.
No, we may still get his best. Let's be hopeful.
Okay.
Let's be hopeful.
All right. Thank you. That's all we can do today. And we appreciate you for listening and for contributing. Thank you for watching on Facebook as well. Thank you very much for being a part of the program. I'm Ronke, Giwa, Onafuwa.
Oluwaseun, I love Nigeria, and Nigeria will be great.
All right, hopefully you join us again next week. My name is Jerome. Good morning.
Splash FM 105.5.
Bode, now what do you find for kitchen?
My dear, na spoon to drink off medicine.
Honey, take comics. Just here, drink and get relief.
Yes, so summer comics for scratch throat. Comics get dextromethorphan and guaifenesin. Just here, drink and get relief from cough. Ide kulele to drink.
Are they relief now? I love comics.